What is going on, everyone? As we all know, yesterday was day 2 of OTAs for the Houston Texans. We got to see CJ Stroud, Joe Mixon, Tank Dell get some work in. Someone who wasn't there, though, newly acquired wide receiver Stefon Diggs. Let me know in the comments how you felt about him not being there for voluntary workouts. Some fans felt some type of way. There was a large amount of negative reaction to this. We're going to get into that. Welcome, everyone, to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calavillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content, so make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And this episode was brought to you by my friends at Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, use my promo code 713HOU for a welcome bonus on your first deposit up to $100. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Now, I completely understand why this has become a big story. Stefon Diggs, towards his end with the Buffalo Bills, was a problem in the locker room. Towards the end of the Minnesota Vikings tenure, he was a problem. So I could understand why fans might think this is already a problem starting. But guys, it wasn't just Stefon Diggs who wasn't in attendance. According to DJ Bieniemy, Laremy Tunsil was not there. Shaq Mason was not there. Titus Howard was not there. Danielle Hunter was not there. So it wasn't just Stefon Diggs. It's just the fact that it is Stefon Diggs. This has become a big deal. Now, the reaction I saw from the fan base was largely negative. The main comment I saw, he is already becoming a locker room cancer. Why isn't he not there on voluntary days of workouts? He should be getting chemistry with quarterback CJ Stroud. He should be getting chemistry with his fellow teammates and coaches. There were some other comments saying, well, if Tank Dell was out there, why isn't Stefon Diggs? Ladies and gentlemen, I think we forgot who we traded for. And that is a guy who a lot of people consider a superstar wide receiver. But let's be honest, a diva as well. I myself did not expect Stefon Diggs to be there at OTAs. But his actions have showed me he wants to be a Houston Texan. Remember the rumors, right? They started around the Pro Bowl. He was going around and talking to a retired Houston Texan wide receiver who we all know is Andre Johnson about the city of Houston and about the organization itself. And we just kept on hearing the rumblings of Stefon Diggs wanting to be a Houston Texan. You saw the Antonio Brown Twitter account, CTESPN, call it months ago that Stefon Diggs was going to be a Houston Texan. It was Stefon himself who started all this. Then you saw when Laremy Tunsil was on vacation, who was with them? Stefon Diggs. This was a process, ladies and gentlemen. This trade just did not happen. There has been interest for months, and I think we need to relax a little bit on this. Now, if this was training camp, I would be saying a different story. Why isn't he out there? You're getting ready for the season. But ladies and gentlemen, this is voluntary. And I promise you, once it matters, Stefon Diggs will be out there. It's just crazy that we are talking about Stefon Diggs being a Houston Texan. But let's not forget who we traded for, guys. And for the people that are saying, oh, he is already being a locker room cancer, I think you're giving a discredit to head coach DeMeco Ryans. Because if one player can mess up your culture, there wasn't a culture there to begin with. We just saw Azeez Al-Shaair go in front of the media and talk about how he felt like Houston was already a culture established. He talked about how the players knew who he was because of his time with DeMeco Ryans in San Francisco, and he feels comfortable here. That's what you want to hear as a Houston Texans fan. So no, I am not worried about wide receiver Stefon Diggs not being there at OTAs. If this was training camp, though, I would be talking a different story. With that being said, guys, let me know your comments down below. For more Houston Texans content, follow me. Go Houston. Have a very blessed day.